Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Kids Who Read Well using our Phonogram Workbook. I hope you're ready to learn a new sound today. Let's get started. Okay, today we are going to learn the sound with the letters O and I. Together, when these two letters go walking together, they make the sound oi, oi. And we see that hand holding up the number 1, which lets us know that's the only sound that this phonogram makes, oi. But there's something about this oi sound because I remember we talked about this sound of oi, O and Y. It says oi, but O-I says oi too? Yes, it does. But we're going to learn something else with that sound. Repeat after me. Oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. No, no, no. We may not use the phonogram oi with OI to spell an English word that has the oi sound at the end of the word. And we'll talk about that a little further when we get down to the bottom of the page. But let's try that sound again. Oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. Very good, boys and girls. And sometimes when I'm remembering this sound, I give it a thumbs down. Oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. That reminds me that when I'm spelling a word that has the oi sound that comes at the end of the word, I will not end that word in an I. And I'll walk you through that a little later. Let's practice writing the phonogram OI together using our dotted lines and our free space. So I'm just going to grab my handy dandy pencil here. I'm going to pick a new color today. I think I like orange today. I feel so bright and sunshiny. It's a beautiful day outside today. I'm going to use orange to represent this bright and sunny day I'm having. So I'm going to put my pencil there on the black dot, and we're going to follow that O around nice and carefully so we can give it a nice, clean, circular O here. Now, keep in mind, I'm using a digital pencil, so it's a little hard to follow along those dotted lines, but I'll do my best. So we're following there from the black dot all the way around to make a complete circle for our O. Very good, and there's our O. Let's practice some of our O's there in the free space as well. So this is going to be a lowercase O. It looks a little tall, but I'm going to use it as a lowercase O. I cannot think of many words that begin with the O-I, those two letters at the beginning of a word, that oi sound. There are a few, but not many. So we'll practice this as a lowercase I, since we'll be writing it in the middle of the words mostly. So here I'm going to start at the midline for a lowercase o, coming around and closing that O up nice and tight. And we'll practice on all the free space going down. There we go. All the way around and closing up that O. Hopefully yours are coming out a lot neater than mine with my digital pencil here. And then we're going to come over and practice our eyes. We know eyes are very simple to draw or to write. We'll put our pencil there on the black dot and we'll make a straight line going straight down, picking our pencil up to give it a dot right at the top. Try not to put your dot too close to your line that you drew for the eye. We want to give it a little bit of space in between those two pieces. So putting my pencil there on the black dot, dropping it down, picking it back up, and putting a nice dot there. Again, one more time, and putting my dot. And again, here in the free space, we're going to start at the midline for this lowercase I. So coming to the midline, dropping that line right down to the baseline, picking your pencil back up and putting your dot there on top. And we'll practice some more coming down the page and putting that dot there. A lot of space in between our stem or the line and the dot. Now let's practice writing our O and our I directly next to each other together, and we'll say that sound, oi, that we may not use at the end of English words, or with our thumbs down, oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. Let's give it a try. We'll draw our O first in oi, that we may not use at the end of English words? Let's do a couple of more. Oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. Oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. And one final time, oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. There we are. And I still have a lot more space where I can come back and practice some more another day. I do encourage you to do that, especially when you get to school and maybe your teacher's introducing this sound for the first time. You can say, I have this in my workbook, and you can come and work on that sound after school as well. Oh, coming down to the very end of my page, it says, these words make the sound of oi. Can you think of other words that have the same sound and draw a picture below? I'm sure you can. Let's look at the words we already have here. Ooh, everybody loves money. But that's not the word money, because I don't see an M there, because the phonogram would be the letter M. I see a k, k, k sound there. So I think this word is coins, coins. Very good. So if I break down those phonograms in that word, I'd have coins. Notice how that S at the end of the word kind of sounds like a Z. So if we've been able to watch the phonogram S page, you'd know that there are two sounds for the letter S, and Z. And at the end of this word, we hear that second sound for S, which makes the Z sound. Again, coins, coins. Very good. Let's take a look at the next picture. Oh my goodness, this is another thing that everybody has to love. It's the toilet. We all need a toilet in our lives every single day. And I see that oi sound is towards the middle of the word. Let's count out those phonograms. Toilet. 5 phonograms in that word. Toilet. Toilet. Notice it's at the middle of the word. The oi sound is at the middle of the word, not at the end. Let's see, there's one more. It looks like she's using her finger to point. Point. Let's count out the phonograms in that word. Point. Point. There are 4 phonograms in the word point. And again, there's the oi sound towards the middle of the word, not at the end of a word. Great job, boys and girls. Let's see if we can find some more words that have the oi sound that we may not use at the end of English words. Here we go. Notice, boys and girls, that on this list of words that we have here, the oi sound is never at the end of the word. It's always towards the beginning or the middle, but never at the end of the word. Let's see if we can read some of these words. First, we have oil, boil, oil, coil, oin, coin, foil, foil, hoist, hoist. That's a new big word for probably most of us. To hoist means to lift up, to lift higher. Maybe you're going to lift it and put it up on a shelf. Yeah, when you think about maybe cheerleaders, there's always someone on the bottom and he'll hoist up the cheerleader on top and he'll hold her up. So he's hoisting her into the sky. He's lifting her into the sky and placing her on his hands. Very good. We have joints. Joints is kind of like your elbows and your knees. So it's where one bone meets another bone and you've got a joint right there in the middle to help those bones do some moving. Then we have oil, and we know oil to be a lot of things. You put oil in a car, maybe we use oil in our hair or oil on our skin or even oil to cook with. There's so many different ways to use oil. And a pig says, oink, oink. And we saw the word point. Oh, there's a new one, poison, poison. I don't recommend poison, it's very dangerous. Oil, soil, or another word would be dirt. Oil, Spoil. Oh, looks like that apple went bad. Can't eat it now because it's spoiled. And there's toilet again. And of course, something that most of us use every day, our voice, voice. Try to put your hand right here on your throat here and listen to the vibration and feel the vibration and the humming sound that your voice makes when you talk. La 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 la. La 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 la. You can feel the vibration there in your throat there as you're using your voice. All right, very good, boys and girls. So maybe choose a word or two that you would like to draw there on your phonogram page today. I think I might try and draw a pig and show him making the oink sound. And then maybe I will draw a coil. I like coils because it reminds me of my hair when it's curly. I have coils in my hair. All right, let's give it a shot. So here we go, back to our phonogram page. I think I'm going to need the color pink in order to draw that pig. So let's see, I'm going to draw his head and there's one ear. Oh wait, a pig's ears are kind of pointier than that, I think. So I'm going to clear that and try it again. So we got here and then their ears are kind of like that. Ah, that looks better. And like that. Okay. And then their faces are kind of wide and they've got snouts. I'm going to try to draw his snout. I mean, you get the idea, right? And we'll put two circles there. Oh, guys, it's not looking good here for my snout. I'm going to try that snout one more time. Maybe if I make it a little bit bigger, I can draw it better. So let's see. Oh, no, I erased the whole thing. I got to try again. All right, so there's his head, and then there are his ears. Okay, there's his head, and then there are his ears, and then I'm going to draw him a bigger face, so maybe I can fit that snout there better. Okay, here's his snout, and there's the nostrils there. Ah, that works pretty good. Pigs, I mean, I don't think they have very big eyes. I think they've just got these small little beady eyes. All right, that's the best I'm going to be able to do here. And then this pig says oink. So there's that oi sound and then oink. And I hear that N and that K there at the end of the word oink. I did it. And then we talked about the coils that are in my hair. So I'm going to just draw some coils here, just like that. Do you have coils in your hair too? Coils are beautiful. And we'll write the word coil here. Oi. Oh, coil. There we go. Boys and girls, I hope you were able to add some beautiful pictures to your workbook today. Thank you for joining us. And if you're here and you don't have a book quite yet, feel free to ask mom or dad or an adult to click down on the link below to get you a workbook so that you can join in our learning and our fun next time. Well, boys and girls, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed learning our new sound, oi, that we may not use at the end of English words. I hope to see you again soon for our next phonogram page in our workbook. Thank you so much, boys and girls. I'll see you next time. Bye.